Well, if you just watched podcast number 54, I showed you how you can use the rules of logarithm to have two logarithms and rewrite it as one logarithm. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. So this one has subtraction, and also there's this 2 that needs to be moved up. I'm going to move the 2 first of all. So it's going to be log base 2, and then the 2x minus 3 stays in parentheses, and now that's squared. And the next step is going to be, since this has subtraction, I could rewrite this problem as a single logarithm, but I'll just need to divide. So it's going to be a single log base 2, and then divide 2x minus 3 being squared, divided by x minus 4, and then all of this is in the brackets or parentheses, and then it equals 3. All right, the next thing to do is eliminate the logarithm, and for that I think I need an orange pen. So to do that, you say this is the base and this is the exponent. So I remember it visually like that using the arrow. So on the right side, it's going to be 2 is the base and it gets raised to a 3, and that eliminates the logarithm. And then on the left side, we would have the 2x minus 3 being squared divided by the x minus 4. And then what I'm going to do to solve for x is multiply both sides by x minus 4 to eliminate the fraction. So these are going to eliminate. On the right side, 2 cubed is 8, so I'll have 8 times x minus 4. And on the left side, the only thing that's left is 2x minus 3 being squared. Okay, the next thing to do is multiply this out. So 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3. You could literally do that, or you could do the shortcut where you take the first thing and square it. So that's going to be 4x squared. Then you multiply the two things. So when you multiply these two, that's going to be negative 6x, and then you double it. That's negative 12x. And then the little blue circle, that's a negative 3 being squared, is positive 9. On the right side, all I need to do is distribute. So that'll be 8x minus 8 times 4 is 32. And you're right. I know you're thinking quadratic formula, my favorite. Yes, mine too. So we need to put everything on one side. I'll subtract 8x from both sides and add 32 to both sides. So these are all going to cancel. It leaves just 0 on the right side. And then on the left side, we've got 4x squared minus 20x and then plus 41. And it doesn't look like we could factor anything out to make it simpler, so we'll just need to go ahead and start doing the quadratic formula. So x equals negative b plus or minus the square root, the b gets squared, minus 4 times a, which is a 4, c, which is a 41, and then all of that's divided by 2 times the a. And then I'm just going to simplify a little bit before I use the calculator. So inside the radical, negative 20 squared is 400. And then this would be 16 times 41. So 16 times 41, just calculating that quickly in my head, just kidding, I have a calculator on the side, is 656. So this is going to go minus 656. And that means that we're going to have an imaginary number. So why did I get an imaginary number? So right now I'm just starting to wonder, did I make a mistake or not? Well, there's a way that I can check and go and graph this and see if it has a solution. So I'll just switch over to the graphing calculator and see, does this actually have a solution or not? So let me erase this and then go, the first one said 2 log base 2. So on the calculator, what I'll need to do is say take log of 2x minus 3. And since my calculator doesn't have log base 2, then I just go take log base 10 divided by log of 2. And then minus, it was log base 2. So again, go log of the x minus 4. And then divided by log of 2 to compensate for its base being 2. And then when does that equal a 3? And if you look at the graph, you can see that the blue line is the 3. And then where's the other graph? There it is. Okay, for some reason the pixelization, okay, there it is. And no, those don't intersect. So now I believe I actually had it right. So those were imaginary numbers, and we don't do logarithms with imaginary numbers, so we could stop. So this, oops, sorry, I meant to circle it. This is a negative number. The square root of a negative number is imaginary. So there's no real solutions, which also we saw by the graph, they do not intersect.